Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The first surah, Surah Al-Fatihah. Al-Fatihah, the opener. The first surah begins with the title, the opener. Before you decide to take a step further in this journey, the first thing you must do is to open your heart and let go of any ill feelings such as prejudice, bias, arrogance against this book. The most important criteria in a person before he decides to open the Quran is sincerity in his heart. The main reason for reading the Quran is to seek guidance from the Creator. If a person reads the Quran with the intention of finding something to hate or for some other corrupt reason, he will then get what he is looking for, as his heart is already corrupt to begin with. Guidance is revealed only for the sincere heart. This surah is the core introduction and summary to Islam, the deen, way of life, compressed into one surah. This surah talks about the definition of God, our relationship to Him, and the three categories of people in this world. If a person understands this surah comprehensively, he will be able to explain what Islam is all about. This surah is placed right at the beginning of the Quran so that a person reading will get an idea of this religion. Later surahs will provide all the details. Before reading the Quran, we do not want shaitan to corrupt our intention. Therefore, we recite the ta'awuz. I seek refuge from Allah against the evils of shaitan, the accursed. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Shaitan will try to stop or deviate you from the Quran. He will not want to see a person getting guidance from God. Reading Quran is to understand the messages. That is the purpose of this documentation. Shaitan does not fear people who read the Quran without understanding, but fears those who read and understand the messages. That was why the mushrikun of Makkah will make loud noises when the Prophet ﷺ was reciting the Quran to other Arab tribes, because they want to distract them from understanding of what was being recited. Only by understanding and contemplation will the Quran change a person from being bad to being good. A person can recite the Quran for 20 years or more but still having arrogance and bad behavior, since all the years of recitation are without any understanding. We are to recite the ta'awuz at the start of a surah or in the middle of a surah, meaning each time before reciting any part of the Quran, as it is a command as stated in the Quran itself. So when you want to recite the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from shaitan, the outcast. An-Nahl, Ayah 98. This shows how important it is to recite the ta'awuz. This surah is divided into two parts. The beginning few ayats are about knowledge, the definition of what a God is. People are largely confused of what a God should be, hence Allah introduces Himself. The rest of the ayat are about action. After having knowledge about God, we are to behave based on the knowledge. A good teacher is when students understand what is being taught using simple everyday examples. The aim is to get guidance, hidayah. A bad teacher is when he is using bombastic words to impress people but nobody understands what he is teaching. A scientist will not be able to teach kindergarten kids as good as a kindy teacher will have. The kindy teacher may not have the knowledge of the scientist, but she can achieve much more with the kids. Increase in knowledge is not proportional to increase in iman, guided faith. Increase in sincerity is proportional to increase in guidance. By only glorifying knowledge will lead you away from guidance, but by glorifying guidance is a start of getting both knowledge and guidance from your master.